So you just saw the beautiful vineyards of Poggio Antico on the south side of Brunello di Montalcino. I'm here with owner Paula Gloder. She's been making wines here for 2-3 decades, amazing wines. And I'm a huge fan of the 2007 Altero. Brunello was my top wine of the vintage. So it's great to be with you. Tell me a little bit about this wine because it has such beautiful fruit, but at the same time structure and beautiful tannins.
Thank you. I'm pleased to have you here. And yes, Altero 07 was a wine that we also immediately liked right from the beginning. Poggio Antico is known for making very much finesse-driven kind of Brunellos, and Altero in particular. And in fact, it's the Brunello that we age in the French oak, and specifically in Tonneau. We have chosen the 500-liter size because it's true that we like the hint of wood, but we also want to keep a lot of fresh fruit in the wine, and most important, a lot of personality. And the 07 was certainly an outstanding vintage. Altero, however, is not a specific and single vineyard wine, but it's a wine that is made based on choosing the vats that we feel are the best after, of course, we have vinified the wine, to be refined in the tonneau.
Okay.
So the complexity is different from the other Brunello, which we instead age in the larger Brunello.
So what do you look for the French tonneau? Do you look, is it more a question of the tannins?
Yes, and also there is more complexity than the other one because having to live in the French oak, which is certainly more aromatic, it needs a structure that it's a little bit bigger than the classic Brunello, because the classic Brunello, we refine it in the big casks.
How many hectoliters?
37 to 42.
But the thing that I think is interesting about this wine is, so you're using 500-liter French
yes.
tonneau, but at the same time, you really don't get wood.
That's true.
It's still pure fruit. Do you think that helps refine the tannins?
Yes, and by the way, do know that for Altero, we only use first passage tonneau.
Okay.
So not that we use kind of old tonneau. So the wood is new because we keep the tonneaus for only 2 passages. So being first passage for Altero means 1 to 2 years old only. But we have different suppliers of tonneau. They all come from Bordeaux. And also the toasts are different because some of the tonneaus have a medium to medium plus toast, and also in some cases we have tonneau that are only toasted at the edges. So our fun is to put this wine, what we decide to be Altero, and in those different tonneaus, and then taste the different the different wines that each tonneau makes, and then do the final blending to come out with the wine.
How long is it in tonneau?
For 2 years.
2 years.
Altero is in tonneau for 2 years. Then
we don't taste the wood at all. Again, it's beautiful.
But then we give to the wine prior to release not just the 4 months that the appellation of Brunello requires as a minimum of bottle aging, but we give 2 years of bottle aging. And that's because we prefer to release a wine that has already adjusted in the bottle and can already develop a certain bouquet.
It's so beautiful now. It really makes you want to drink it, that sort of sapidity.
That's exactly what we want to do. We want our wines to be enjoyed, and as I always say, we very much like collectors, but we truly appreciate consumers too.
Here's to that.